Welcome to the Gold Dome on the campus of Santa Maria High School for tonight's REV Game of the Week. It's the district opener for 5A boys basketball. Tonight we have the visiting DUTCHTOWN Griffins taking on the homestanding Santa Maria Gators. I'm Jeff Porsche, and Coach Swack will be joining us in just a moment. We're going to take a break and come right back. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Your business is as unique as Southeast Louisiana. People, culture, family. We know what it means to be local. REV is the only communications provider with support teams that live and work in the same Louisiana communities that we serve. Customer first localism is truly in our DNA. Our promise is to bring your business the reliability and local support you deserve. We've been connecting communities in Louisiana for 85 years, and we're ready to serve you and your business. REV Business.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with DUTCHTOWN High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics. Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete change-out and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Tata Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Tata Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Tata Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public School's Early College Option Program, where you can earn a high school diploma and an associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public School's Early College Option Program, where your future begins today.
As a local provider, we understand the unique challenges and rewards as a Southeast Louisiana business. And we're right here with you, powering your business with local know-how and the unmatched service you deserve. Our internet and managed services are more than connectivity. They're our promise to provide the most important thing every business needs, consistency and quality. We're here to help. For a limited time, get 3 months free. REV Business. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Welcome back to the Gold Dome, Santa Maria High School. Jeff Porsche and David Swacker with you for the boys' 5A varsity district opener. DUTCHTOWN 13-10 on the season, taking on Santa Maria 21-6. In the background, you see the final moments of the JV game, which is going to be won by the Santa Maria Gators by a score of 68-34. Varsity coming up in about 10 minutes. And as we said, this is the district opener. So both of these teams are winless and lossless, I guess, in district. But they are no strangers to each other already this season. Let's take a look at the coaches while we have a chance here getting ready for the start of tonight's game. These two teams played a couple of weeks ago. As you see down on the bottom of that graphic, Santa Maria won 63-49 in the non-district matchup. That was played on January 19th. But the two coaches over at Dutchtown, you have the Dean of Ascension Parish Coaches, Pat Hill, been there for 22 years.
And that's how long Dutchtown's been open, right?
I believe so. And so he's been there from the beginning at some capacity. And Santa Maria, you have Travis Usey, who, of course, has not been here since the opening of that school. But it seems like he has, and he's got 8 straight 20-win seasons, and we're going to talk about that tonight. But another 20-win season already in the books for Santa Maria as we turn to the district records. And, of course, there's no district record, but you have their non-district record right there. And Denham Springs is dominant in the boys and the girls side, both of them in non-select Division One. They're 25-3 on the boys side and a force to be reckoned with. Santa Maria pretty good. They have a 20-win season, like I said, which is not unusual for Coach Travis Usey. He's 21-6 on the season. Live Oaks in third with overall record 14-8. Dutchtown has a winning record. They're 13-10, and then you have the two teams with losing records. That's Walker, which is a little bit of a surprise to me because they're usually a dominant program. They're 11-14, and East Ascension taking up the rear right now at 7-15 on the season.
Well, I tell you what, and when you talk about Walker, you know, right now, when you mention the word Walker, you talk about one thing, and that's girls basketball.
Yep.
They're like 31-0 on the season, and really doing a heck of a job along with Denham Springs. And when we say that, you know, basically it looks like they're doing a pretty good job both, you would think, in the boys also, but not necessarily. Just have not gelled like they had in the past with the boys basketball at Walker.
Right, and on the girls' side, you have Walker and Denham Springs that are 1-2 in district and are rolling through the girls' side. Now on the boys' side, you have, in the power rankings, you have Denham Springs, which is all the way up near the top. They're at number 3, and then Santa Maria is second in the district in power rankings. They're number 11. Live Oaks at 13. Walker is at 23. Dutchtown's at 33. East Ascension is at 34. So if the season ended now, and of course you still have a whole district season to play, another 5 games. Right now, the only team in Ascension that would make it to the postseason would be Santa Maria. Dutchtown and East Ascension still have a lot of work to do, and they play in a really tough district with Santa Maria and Denham Springs having such a good season. So it's going to be tough, and we're going to see what type of team Dutchtown's going to bring out here tonight against Santa Maria. They've already lost once, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it does count in the overall season records, but this is the one that really counts, right?
And, you know, some of our fans might say, well, what is the deal? They played earlier. It wasn't in a tournament or anything. It was a regular season game. Why don't you count that as a district win right there? And that's a good question and a good point right there. But basically what, you know, they've done in basketball, and, of course, you already do it in football. You know, you just play them one time. They only play each other one time in the district schedule. And then any other time, you know, they have a choice of scheduling Dutchtown and Santa Maria. And why would you want to schedule that? It's just, you know, you see the people that are here. East Ascension and Dutchtown and Santa Maria. You know, why would you do that? Just for the great crowd that you get and stuff like this. And so that's basically what has happened with the scheduling for your teams. And so you because you have to really do a good job in the district schedule to help you get through there and to get into the playoffs.
And, of course, the other thing is you love to play against the Ascension Parish teams because it's always great rivalries, and it's a cheap road trip. How far are you going? 10 miles? So not even that.
It's real cheap for you because you rode with me.
Yeah, I know. I left my car at the restaurant, so I know how to save money when I have the opportunity.
And I told them he may not be back, so if you want to tow it, tow it.
Well, they can have it. I'll just get a new one. But, we have a big crowd here tonight. You can see on the far side, and you can see Coach David Oliver right there standing in front of the scoring table, and it ought to be a really fun matchup here tonight. We're on the other side behind the scorers table, and that's a decent crowd over here as well. So we expect a really good crowd for tonight's game. Let's get to the starting lineups while we have a chance. You just saw a good shot right there of Coach O.
You got Coach O down there, and you got Coach Thomas. I think they're going to maybe be working the clock in the book. We'll see. So the starting lineup, we're going to go with Dutchtown to start because we always start with the visitors. And they have their two guards, Tyson Norris, number 2, and then Caleb Hill, number 21. Number 22. Number 21 is Matthew Cox. And then you got another Matthew, number 5, Matthew Thomas. And then close it out with Aiden Robinson wearing number 20 tonight for the Griffins. Let's go to the home team now, and that's the Santa Maria Gators. And their starting lineup, you have number 2, Bryce Schilf, and number 4, Jermichael Million, number 14, DeMarcus Patterson Jr., number 23, Lawson Bourgeois, and number 50, Caven Taylor. And they've got a lot of really good players on that Santa Maria squad. Now, the guy you're really looking at, because he's young and he's explosive and he's a really good talent, is Jermichael Million. He's a two-sport guy. We saw him in the game of the week a lot, playing wide receiver, made some big catches there, and he kind of runs the show here for the Gators. And, just a fun guy to be around, no doubt. Excellent athlete. And, he can make things happen on this basketball floor and on that football field. And I think maybe if he tries out track, the same thing, because it's a rip. But the other kid, in the middle right there, number 20, Bourgeois kid.
Yeah.
That's a senior, and he has been outstanding for Coach Uzzi's team. And so what Santa Maria do that has created a situation to where you have multiple 20-win seasons? And the big thing, Jeff, is this. They are deadly from the three-point line, and if they're not, they're probably not going to win. And they do an outstanding job passing to the open guy, and you saw a lot of it in the JV game before this one.
And you're going to see something pretty similar on the Dutchtown side. Dutchtown traditionally has never had a big team. They don't have a lot of big guys come through their program, but what they have are a lot of guards, and they got a lot of good players that play around the perimeter. So you're going to see a lot of good three-point shooting from them. And, of course, the guy that the offense runs around is going to be Tyson Norris, who is probably going to run the point today, as there's been a Norris running the point for about 6 years now for Dutchtown, as he's running for the last couple of years, and his older brother Brian was the point guard for Dutchtown before that. So the Norris family is synonymous with Dutchtown basketball, and they've done a good job. And it's Tyson's senior year, so the Norris bloodline is going to run out here. But that's the guy you're going to look for a lot here tonight as we get ready. We're about 3 minutes away from the start.
I'm going to be interested to see two-sport guy Gary Dukes, because he's one of these guys because I was at the middle school level for a number of years. I remember Dukes. I remember his daddy when he played for us here at Santa Maria. But he's been playing since he was a 10th grader, and played as a junior, and also starting on the football team. So it's going to be interesting to see, because he's a very good athlete. Where he has gotten with his athletic ability and helping Coach Pat Hill's team.
Yeah, and he's a good offensive player, and I guess they're going to use him to kind of provide a spark coming off the bench here tonight, because you're going to need that when you're taking on a talented Santa Maria team. Now, we're about 2 minutes from the beginning as we're going to get to the national anthem and the starting lineups and all that from the public address. Right now, there's a lot of things going on in Ascension Parish here tonight, because last night and tonight you have the first round of the soccer playoffs, boys and girls, and we're going to give you some updates when we get them. There's already 2 finals from Thursday night as East Ascension defeated Sulphur 1-0, and they're going to advance and play at home for the second round. Same thing for the Dutchtown girls. They beat HL Bourgeois 8-0 last night. There are 3 games going on right now, and for Santa Maria fans, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is the boys over at the Pit are playing West Monroe, and they're up 2-0 in the second half. And so they're looking poised to advance. Now on the girls' side, they're on the road at Central Lafourche, and they trail Central Lafourche 1-0 right now. That game also in the second half. So you got good news and you got bad news. For Dutchtown, the boys are playing tonight. They're ranked 4th in the bracket in Division I. They're tied at half against Woodlawn 0-0, so no score there. So we're going to give you updates. We've got Jolie Hartman, of course, our soccer person, taking on the scores for Santa Maria. We got Matt Monso giving us scores for the Dutchtown Griffins here tonight. So we're going to give you updates when we have a chance.
Well, and Jolie's done an outstanding job. I'm not real certain who worked with her.
Yeah.
But she has carried the load in the press box and done an outstanding job teaching everybody a little bit about the game of soccer.
Yep, and I look forward to having her for a postseason game, possibly as early as next week for the REV Game of the Week. Of course, we've got more girls basketball next week as well, but we may have soccer as well. So we'll let you know when we are updated for that. As you see the Dutchtown Griffins, the visitors, as they get ready to introduce their starting lineup. As we're going to take it to the public address.
And your Santa Maria Gators. Now starting for the Dutchtown Griffins, at guard number 2, Tyson Norris. At guard number 5, Matthew Thomas. At forward number 20, Aiden Robinson. At forward number 21, Matthew Cox. At guard, number 22, Caleb Hill. The Griffins are coached by Pat Hill. Now starting for your Santa Maria Gators. At guard, number 14, junior DeMarcus Patterson. At forward, number 50, sophomore Taven Taylor. At guard, number 4, sophomore Jermichael Million. At guard, number 2, senior Bryce Schill. And at guard, number 20, senior Lawson Bourgeois. The Gators are coached by assistant coaches Jeremy McGinnis, Brooks Springfield, Rayshawn Claiborne, and head coach Travis Hughes.
So both starting lineups have been introduced. So we'll be getting to the opening tip in just a moment. It's time for district high school basketball on the boys' side. The girls started last week, and they're well into their schedule as the boys about a week behind as we get ready. Dutchtown versus Santa Maria. You can see Santa Maria right there. They're the home team, and they're going to wear the white with the black numbers, and Santa Maria. And then Dutchtown is wearing black jerseys tonight with the purple lettering and the purple numbers. So here we go, Dutchtown, Santa Maria, as we have the jump between Bourgeois and Aiden Robinson, and Coach Swack, number 20, is going to win this.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, he's looking back at Jamaica and say, can you get it? Jamaica said, we'll let somebody else handle that.
That's Schilf.
Yeah, and Schilf got the The handoff on the tip.
And the drive and the kick out. Driving back inside, turn around, and the pass down low to Taylor, and he misses, and the rebound goes to Matthew Thomas for Dutchtown, and they're running very quickly with Caleb Hill.
And you're going to see this from both teams. Nice steal right there.
And the shot missed, and rebound goes to Robinson for Dutchtown. So 2 early rebounds, 2 misses for Sandoval.
Yeah, and both teams are playing a real tough and aggressive man-to-man defense.
As you have Hill running the play, and there's a long 3 from Thomas, and it's good. And Dutchtown strikes first, 3-0. Sandoval back across quickly. As you see Patterson guarded by Hill. Gets it over to Taylor. And trying to steal from behind is Norris, and that's going to be a tie ball.
Well, good hustle by Dutchtown right there.
It's going to be Griffin ball.
And that would be number 5.
But a late technical, and Thomas gets called for the tee. So it looked like they were calling Dutchtown possession on the arrow, and then all of a sudden a late tee gets slapped by the official on Matthew Thomas. And you see Dutchtown, the bench, kind of confused about what that's all about.
Well, that's a wake-up call early in the game.
And so you're going to have Bryce Schilf shooting the free throw, and it's good.
And your referee gets in charge. That's his responsibility, in charge of conveying to the teammates who's in charge right here of your team, and you better take care of them because they might be sitting on the bench before this is over with. So, and I don't think it's going to be a problem.
So Dutchtown still has the possession arrow, it looks like, as the technical gets the ball to Sandoval as you're 1 for 2 from Schilf and possession. And there's Million. Good ball handling and puts up the floater off the glass and in, and we're tied at 3.
Well, Million probably went through 5 people to get to there and never even saw the backboard, I don't believe, and made a nice little shot against the backboard.
There's Matthew Thomas. And he'll kick it out to Hill, who drives, trying to get off the baseline off his leg, and out of bounds and a turnover.
Well, nice job by Norris right there, moving your feet. Every basketball coach will tell you when they driving the ball, move your feet, don't reach, and he did an outstanding job right there.
3-3, 6:08 left to go in the first. Sandoval hosting Dutchtown. Jeff Porsche and David Swacker with you for all the action as Schilf gets it across over to Bourgeois. And there's a nice pass to Million, and that's an easy bucket, and Sandoval takes their first lead.
I love it when you have the motion offense where you have a fake and a little backdoor. It's always nice to see that happen with a good pass.
And an erratic shot, no good. Offensive rebound, and a shot by Robinson missed, and Sandoval has possession. Up 5-3. Million will take the 3. No good. Front iron. Rebound. Hill. Dutchtown pushing it. Here's Norris. Drives the lane. Shoots, and he's fouled. He will go to the line and shoot 2. And foul called against Jermichael Million. So 5:25 left to go in the first. As you see the replay right there, and got him going up. So senior leader Norris will shoot 2. And it's good. 5-4. Been a close one so far. Dutchtown looking to tie it. We were tied at 3. Now we're tied at 5. And Dutchtown playing half-court defense. Schilf across. And a bump and a steal, and up from behind, blocked, offensive rebound, and a whistle and a foul. And that foul is going to be on DeMarcus Patterson.
Watch Jermichael Million coming from the backside, nothing but ball. an outstanding job of not getting that second foul on him and getting that block.
And going to the line is going to be Caleb Hill to shoot. Dutchtown can take the lead right here. And they do, 6-5. Got an update in girls soccer. Santa Maria has scored, but so has Central Lafourche. So Central Lafourche is up now 2-1 in the second. Santa Maria trying to get a home game on the girls' side next week with a win. And it's 7-5. Inbounds, and you're going to have pressure met at midcourt. And now number 3 in the game, that's Cameron Robinson at guard. And now passing it over to Bourgeois, and you got a little hand check, and I think you're going to see a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be against Matthew Cox for Dutchtown.
Well, a good call by the official right there. You know, when you get it by the defender, you know, you put your hands on him to gain an advantage.
And they throw it in to Robinson. Gets it over to Patterson. Drives, shoots. No good off the back iron. Rebound Cox for Dutchtown. And Hill will take it, and met by pressure from Patterson. See Coach Uzzi right there talking it over with the officials, trying to get some help on his side. Pass over. Shot for Thomas, no good. Rebound, Santa Maria, Million driving, puts it up and is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line.
And Million, what he's going to do, he's going to the goal.
Yep.
And if he possibly can, he's going to try to skirt in between two defenders right there and get to the goal.
They're going to say it's on the floor against Hill as they try to get it to Bourgeois, and it's taken by Norris. And Norris, 1-on-3, drives, goes up, misses, offensive rebound, and points for Aiden Robinson, and it's 9-5 Dutchtown.
Well, Robinson, outstanding job of getting down the floor, a little bit late, trailing, and getting that offensive board and going.
And you get an offensive foul as a moving screen, I believe, called against Patterson as he kind of cut off the defender. And we're going to see substitutions coming in. Schilf is back in for Santa Maria, and your boy Gary Dukes in for Dutchtown. So he's going to see his first action of the night. Your wish has been granted.
Well, I just want to see if he's going to be participating in block charges, or is it going to be a war right there?
All-district running back for the Griffins.
Very good athlete.
And now you see Hill driving into the lane, gets it down low, and a pass inside, and a shot is good by Caleb Hill, and it's a 6-point lead for Dutchtown. 11-5, that's 8 straight. Rattled off by the Griffins, 3:23 left in the first. Here's Million. He's going to take a long three, NBA three off the glass, no good. Rebound Hill. Guarded by Million. And it's stripped, but there's a fight for it, and it looks like it's off of Dutchtown. They're going to say Santa Maria ball as it goes off of Matthew Thomas.
Well, that was some good hustling by both teams right there. Look at this, on the floor right there. Go get it and kind of ease on out. Good job by number 2, Bryce.
And so you have the timeout called by Santa Maria, and we will keep it here for this break. And you see Coach Uzzi on the left side calling the timeout. We talked about him, and he has had so much success at Santa Maria. He's in his 11th year. He's 219 and 129 overall, and 8 straight 20-win seasons. And so he's one of the best to come through the ranks here over at Gatorland, and you've had a lot of experience with him as well.
Well, there's no doubt. I've refereed basketball for 17 years, and you like to watch good, well-coached basketball, well-executed basketball. And both of these teams man-to-man, and you see a lot of motion right here by both teams right here trying to get that easiest possible shot.
as a near steal by Gary Dukes for Dutchtown, and Million gets it across for the Gators. Now Million loves to drive, and the foul on the line looks like they're putting up 2 fingers, so he looks like he's going to go to the line, or did they call it on number 2? I think it's 2 and 2. So Norris gets called for the foul, and they'll shoot 2 as they try to cut into this 6-point lead with 2:40 left in the first.
You can see Coach Hill's strategy here, that he knows Jamaica Million is a guy that likes to get and go to the basket with the ball. And if you could get somebody to play a little defense and stay in front of him, move the feet, you know, you might have some success getting some early fouls on him.
And so it's 11-6 now, Dutchtown with the lead as Dukes drives, and he might have carried that. Yes, he did. Saw it off, couldn't get it off his hip, and so turnover for Dutchtown. Soccer update, Dutchtown boys have scored as they lead Woodlawn now 1-0. So Santa Maria boys and Dutchtown boys both winning their game as we get a whistle in the lane. And foul is going to be called. And I think that's on Cox, and he's going to come out, and the replacement is number 12, Sean Comedy for the Griffins. Comedy, a 5'11 senior, as Boston Bourgeois is going to go to the line. Dutchtown's committed 5 fouls, so they'll be going to the line for the rest of the quarter. First free throw, though, missed by Bourgeois.
Well, Bourgeois had a very solid year, senior year.
And he misses 2, though, right there. And Norris gets the rebound. 5-point lead for the Griffins. Norris taking his time. Net by Dukes with the defender, and he takes it off the glass and scores. 13-6. Dutchtown with the lead. And now the drive and the kick. Now kicks it over to the right side to Bourgeois. Inside shot off the glass, no good. Defensive rebound goes to Caleb Hill. He's got at least 5 rebounds here in the first quarter so far. And he's met by number 12, Caleb LeBlanc, who is in for Santa Maria. And you see the pressure and a trip, and looks like a defensive foul called on Comedy. And so it'll be Santa Maria possession as Matthew Thomas checks out and Eden Strava checks in for the Griffins. 1:34 left to go in the first. 7-point lead for Dutchtown. You see Bourgeois at the perimeter. Kicks it out to Schilf, and he'll kick it left and missed by Robinson, and another rebound for Dutchtown. They've done a good job on the boards here tonight, Swag.
Well, Dutchtown is doing an outstanding job defensively, and the Gators just cannot get things going offensively.
There's Gary Dukes. Gets it to Norris, and they're going to waste a little clock. We're inside a minute. They feel comfortable with that 7-point lead. Bit of a surprise here. It was a 14-point victory for Santa Maria the first time around. And we got a whistle and a foul on the floor, block. Santa Maria has not committed 5 fouls. That's their 4th. So the foul on the floor, and it's going to be a throw in underneath the basket. Hill looking for somebody. Gets it out to Norris. Now Hill. Hill guarded by LeBlanc. Taking their time. Nice fake shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Bourgeois. 30 seconds left. The double team gets through it and stolen by Dukes. And it's 1-on-1. He's got a trailer behind him. He goes up and blocked, and it's tipped in by Strava.
Boy, nice job right there. Strava does an outstanding job of getting that rebound and putting it back in.
And LeBlanc misses the 3. Strava with the rebound. 8 seconds left. And here's Hill getting it across quickly as they got to shoot with 3, 2. Strava's going to shoot the 3. Good! And it's 18-6 after the first. Dutchtown with a 12-point lead. Let's take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, SCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
We're back, and Dutchtown has exploded. It was a 5-3 lead for Santa Maria, and then Dutchtown has gone on a 15-1 run, and they're up 12 right now, Swack.
And it seems like for the Gators, that 6 points has been on that side of the scoreboard for a long time. When you're talking about 8-minute quarters right there, it had to be over half the time where it stayed 6. And Griffins, did a good job of working hard offensively and defensively, and really big right here, that last shot for a good three-pointer.
And Dutchtown will throw it in. They had the possession arrow as Hill gets it across. Matthew Thomas now. You see man coverage by Caven Taylor. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. Rebound Strava, and he'll shoot 2. Strava has been a spark off this offense as the foul committed by number 12, LeBlanc. Strava had the last 5, including that three-pointer from the baseline at the buzzer, and he misses.
Well, the Griffins are playing hard and having some success. Both sides are working real hard, but the Griffins are the ones that are putting the ball in the hole a few more times.
Second free throw, no good, 0 for 2. Rebound, Caven Taylor. And Santa Maria trying to cut into that lead. But Duke steals, going up against Million, up and too strong, offensive rebound. And the pass and the right side 3, no good by Hill. Rebound goes to Million. Dodged the bullet there, Coach. Here's Million, and I think Duke's reached in. He did. But Dutchtown still applying the pressure, Coach. As we have an update on the boys' side for Dutchtown soccer. They lead Woodlawn now 2-0. So both boys' soccer games are now 2-0. Santa Maria and Dutchtown both lead those. As you see another turnover and points for Dutchtown. Matthew Thomas, it's 20-6. And they're still staying on that 6th spot. You talked about that at the end of the first quarter.
And, this is a district game right here.
And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow now goes to Santa Maria, but still on that, still can't find their offense, can't find their shot.
Of course, look at this, 20-6.
Yep.
And basically, the Gators just getting outworked right here in that first quarter, mainly the second half of the first quarter.
Dutchtown playing very aggressive. You see Matthew Thomas hustling a lot here. He had a technical in the first quarter, but he still has his hustle as a three-pointer. Short by Million, and the rebound goes to Matthew Thomas. Dutchtown up 14. Caleb Hill gets it across. And a three-pointer, good, and it's 23-6.
Nice shot right there.
Santa Maria kind of shocked as Million drives, and that's beautiful. Can't do anything about that, Coach.
I think he went through 4 people right there, Jeff.
He did, and it's 23-8 as they try to get it to Strava down, and not a good decision.
You're not going to get any points hitting the cheerleaders back here.
Nope. It was a good idea. He had a chance, but just not a good pass. And now Sandoval with a chance to get some momentum here. As Million scored on the last possession. He has it. And here's Robinson puts it up, and rebound Dukes. And Norris with the outlet, up, and a whistle, and a charge. And so an offensive foul. One of the things that I'm noticing,
Let's watch Jamaica on this baseline right here.
Looked like it. Looked like a right call. But one of the things that I'm noticing here, Coach, is on the Dutchtown side, Sandoval has one shot, and it's a defensive rebound. They're looking really good on the boards as Aiden Robinson is checked in for the Griffins. Here's Million. Now inside to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it again. Over to Million. Free throw line, turnaround, shot. He'll shoot 2. And they're going to call that on Gary Dukes. So that's 2 fouls on Gary Dukes in the last minute or so. Coming off the bench. He may have to go back to the bench momentarily. As I see Mason Armstrong, a 5'6" freshman, getting ready to check in for the Griffins. First free throw, good.
I think loss of Bourgeois. He needs to get, he's one of your better players on the team.
Yeah.
A senior needs to get involved, highly involved offensively and defensively.
Schilf is also checked in for Sandoval. Second free throw, good, and it's double digits, 23-10. 13-point lead for the Griffins. And Dukes has it, gets it over, and a 3, and it's long, and a defensive rebound by Robinson, the miss from Matthew Thomas. And here's LeBlanc. He's going to penetrate, kick it out. Schilf thinks about it, now passes it over to Million, and an attempt at a steal, but Million holds on, and he'll go and shoot 2 again. He just loves to penetrate, Coach.
That's because he's good at it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Eden Straver with the foul. 5:06 left to go here before halftime. First free throw is good. So he's made 3 in a row. Now substitutions, you got Matthew Cox and Caleb Hill coming in, and Strava and Mason Armstrong will sit. Good shot of Million, and he makes it again. So he makes the free throws look easy, and it's 23-12, an 11-point lead. So Dutchtown's lead is getting cut into gradually. Still a lot of work to do for the Gators as Dukes will throw it in. Gets it to Hill. He's going to be met by Schilf. Caleb Hill. And a steal. And that's Robinson. Gets it over to LeBlanc. Now Million up top, and a 3 coming. Good. And that's Cameron Robinson, and it's 23-15.
Now Robinson right there. McMillian found him at the top of the key.
And
Coach Hill calling timeout.
Yep. And so Coach Hill, we talked about Coach Uzzi. Coach Hill, he's been here since the beginning, and he's still going at it, and he gets his team in the playoffs every year, and they're a good shooting team. Even though they're small, they're usually small. They don't have the big guys at Dutchtown, but he knows how to shoot the 3, and he knows how to play defense, and they're doing a good job here tonight.
Well,
they're up 8.
The big call for Coach Hill to me is defense. I mean, those kids on both sides right here are very, very quick, very fast, and they make things happen defensively, which could be your better offense.
Yep. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. We've heard that in a lot of different sports. Dutchtown has it. Here's Hill. Caleb Hill playing for Coach Patrick Hill. But it's a steal, and it's taken by Bourgeois, and here comes Sandoval. Dutchtown in a funk right now as Million's got the lane, and it's blocked from behind by Cox. It'll be Santa Maria possession under the basket.
One thing I like about Jamaica, when things like that happen, it just doesn't faze him at all.
And a block from behind by Dukes. And the rebound goes to Cox. And we have a whistle, and the foul's going to be called against Bourgeois. Maybe a little aggressive trying to reach in and get the tie ball there. We're now halfway through the second quarter. 23-15, Dutchtown leads. See Robinson and a steal and a whistle. And it's going to be...
I don't know.
I believe that may have gone off. I mean, may have stepped out of bounds with the ball right there, Robinson. And so it's a turnover right there before the steal. So LeBlanc to Schilf. Million trying to baseline. Nice pass. Nearly taken away by Dutchtown. That's a travel. Shuffled his feet. So a turnover for the Gators. As Tyson Norris will throw it in for the Griffins. Caleb Hill. He's been kind of their quarterback on offense, running that point. Norris gets it back to Hill. He's going to drive, and it's blocked by Bourgeois.
Good job there by Bourgeois. Maintaining his balance, staying in bounds, and knocking it out there.
Bourgeois on the ground and a push from behind. And that's going to be free throw time. Caleb Hill commits the foul. 5 fouls in the bonus. And a miss. So it's still 23-15. Santa Maria boys looks like they're going to come through with the victory tonight. They're up 3-0 in the final minutes against West Monroe, so they should advance. Free throw good right there.
Good job there, Adrian Garcia.
And a good job by Bourgeois on the free throws. Caleb Hill. Not a lot of pressure. Guarded by Schilf. Gets it to Robinson. Now back to Hill with a three, and it's in and out. And a fight for the rebound goes to Santa Maria. Caleb LeBlanc. And now pushing it, and a three from Schilf. Good! And it's 23-19. And that big lead for Santa Maria's down, or big lead by Dutchtown now down to 4.
Boy, and Santa Maria does a good job of getting down the floor quickly and finding that open offensive player. Here's a rebound and coming down again.
Missed by Thomas. Now Million's got the baseline, kicks it out. This could cut it to 1. It does not, and it's a rebound to Hill. So the miss from LeBlanc. And we're inside of 2 minutes. 23-19 Griffins. Griffins had a huge lead, but they've been on that 23 spot for a while. And there's going to be a blocking foul called against Million.
And that's a good call right there. Just a little bit, you can see right here, just about 1/2 a step late right there by Million. And he comes to the sidelines.
MJ Dunn is coming in for Million. And looks like Cox is back in. As you see, turnover as the travel called by Matthew Thomas. Dutchtown now stuck on that 23 in the second quarter, just like Santa Maria was stuck on that 5 in the first quarter. We'll make that 6, actually. LeBlanc to Robinson. Back to LeBlanc. Million is out, so you're not going to see that penetration from number 4 for the final minute here. As you see the pass out for a 3, and it's long, and a rebound goes to Norris, and he's running 2-on-2. Bounce pass stripped. and it's Dutchtown possession. Good job by Bourgeois.
Well, I'm telling you what, both teams are working extremely hard, Jeff, offensively and defensively.
Caleb Hill in trouble. Now to bounce pass inside, and he gets it and he puts it up, and it's in. Looked kind of off balance by Matthew Thomas, but he scores, and it's 25-19. Now inside of a minute. LeBlanc. Schilf. Kicks it out. Dunn. Drives. Shoots. Long. And Dutchtown possession as Mason Armstrong comes in with 40 seconds left, and Hill will check out.
You see a 6-point lead for the Griffins.
It was 12 after the first, so Santa Maria has cut the lead in half as we approach the final moments of the second quarter. And Thomas looks like he's content to play for one shot, so does Coach Hill. Now Uzzi's going to apply the pressure. Norris, and they step back. Now they're going to apply more pressure, and he gets through. 7, 6, off balance, no good, and a nice job, and LeBlanc gets a shot off, and it's off the glass, no good, and it's halftime. Dutchtown with the 6-point lead at the half. Our score, Dutchtown 25, Santa Maria 19. We'll go to halftime, and then we'll come and talk to you about what we've seen and what we're going to see. But stay tuned. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Your business is as unique as Southeast Louisiana. People, culture, family. We know what it means to be local. REV is the only communications provider with support teams that live and work in the same Louisiana communities that we serve. Customer first localism is truly in our DNA. Our promise is to bring your business the reliability and local support you deserve. We've been connecting communities in Louisiana for 85 years, and we're ready to serve you and your business. REV Business.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics. Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete change-out and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Tata Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Tata Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Tata Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where you can earn a high school diploma and an associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today.
As a local provider, we understand the unique challenges and rewards as a Southeast Louisiana business. And we're right here with you, powering your business with local know-how and the unmatched service you deserve. Our internet and managed services are more than connectivity. They're our promise to provide the most important thing every business needs, consistency and quality. We're here to help. For a limited time, get 3 months free. REV Business. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
We're at halftime, and Dutchtown leads Sanamaw 25-19. Bit of a surprise here as these two teams played a couple of weeks ago, and it was a 14-point victory for Sanamaw, but Dutchtown, they're fighting here tonight, and as they take the early lead. And they had a big 12-point lead after the first, and they lead by 6 now here at halftime. And speaking of Dutchtown, let's take a look at their district schedule as they start tonight, as they are playing tonight, the REV game of the week here in the Gold Dome. And it's really important that they win this one because on the 6th, they go to Denham Springs, which is a likely loss. No disrespect. It's just that Denham Springs is really good. And then they get East Ascension, Walker, and Live Oak, and those games are all winnable games because after it appears that after Denham Springs, you have 5 teams that really don't seem to be that much different. Sanamaw looks like they're a good team, but Dutchtown has done their job here tonight as they are up here at the half. Now, when we look at Sanamaw's schedule, they start, of course, with Dutchtown, and then they go to Walker, and Walker has a losing record right now, so that's a winnable game. Live Oak is a winnable game. They could potentially, if they can win this here tonight and pull off the come-from-behind victory, they could win the first four before they travel to Denham Springs in a really important game. So this game is pivotal for both teams because if you're Dutchtown, you don't want to start 0-2 in district. And Sanamaw with a win here could rattle off a little streak right now, Coach.
Yeah, and I think when you say Denham Springs, you think of the old Livingston Parish days and how successful they were in girls and boys basketball, and that kind of filtered a little bit out. But now they're back into it, and along with that, Lau told me the other day, imagine they're in the top 5, I believe, in girls and boys sports, in basketball and in soccer. So they got it rolling pretty good. They got a new athletic facility over there, a new track, baseball, softball on campus. So they're rolling right now.
They sure are, and they've done a great job in the winter sports for sure, as they're just dominating everywhere right now. And as we move on, let's take a look at the boys' power rankings, and you see right there Denham Springs is number 3 on the boys side, they're number 2 on the girls side. Sanamaw at number 11, hanging in right there. Live Oak's at 13, Walker's at 23, Dutchtown's at 33. So there's a 22-point differentiation right now between these two teams, but it doesn't look like it. The 33 is beating the 11 right now, and then East Ascension, they still have some work to do as well.
And correct me here, Jeff, who's going to be a home team here? Where does the cutoff at?
16.
And that could happen in one game.
Yeah, you could drop. Yeah. So this is important for Sanamaw because you don't want to jeopardize a home playoff game because they had the home playoff game last season. We covered it against South Lafourche, and they won that one easily. So you want to get that home game because that builds your momentum. So that's potentially at stake here for Dutchtown. Just a win here, you're at 33. All of a sudden, you're in that playoff discussion again.
And I'm just telling you, when they started this, the talk of this district right here, Ascension Parish versus Livingston Parish, a lot of the talk was just how great is it going to be in football? And I guarantee you there's a lot of other coaches that are coaching a lot of other sports, and every one of these schools says, you know, what about girls sports? What about guys sports? What about track? What about cross country? And a lot of good things are coming out of this right here, 5-5A, the sports at 5-5A.
You're right about that. And the girls' side, there's some really good girls basketball being played, as well as Denham Springs and Walker. They are no surprise. Look at Walker, 30-0, amazing. Dutchtown is at 1-2, and Santa Ma is at 2-1, and they played last night over at Dutchtown. That's why I brought them up first. And Santa Ma won very easily. They had a really nice game. Dutchtown had an earlier win in the week against Live Oak that kind of boosted their spirits, but then Santa Ma got the win last night. And we talked about this last week, and I said, Coach, if Santa Ma can win, they got a great shot at third place in the district, and that's where they stand right now. East Ascension's 0-3 right now, but we're going to have them next week in our game of the week against Dutchtown. That's a winnable game for them.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it earlier. You know, as far as you're only getting one round in the playoffs, and not the playoffs, in the district schedule. And so what you did in the second game against East Ascension or Dutchtown or Santa Ma, whatever, means nothing as far as a district schedule right there is a win right there. So, you know, I would venture to say that coaches are sitting here going, we got to win these games that are coming up in our district. And most importantly, the ones that are against our foes, you know, Santa Ma, East Ascension, and Dutchtown.
And Santa Ma right there, and here's Dutchtown. And we got a quick look at the game of the week if we can, because we talked about how East Ascension is going to play Dutchtown next week, and that's going to be our game on Thursday night. Then on Tuesday night, East Ascension at Santa Ma boys basketball. You really want to watch that Dutchtown EA game, because at halftime we're going to have an interview with the new Prairieville athletic director, Michael Schmidt. He's going to come in. He's going to talk about what's going on next season for the new high school and their athletic program. And also next week, potentially for game of the week, we could have a soccer playoff game as we've started the second half. And there's a three from Caleb Hill.
Well, nice rotation with that ball on the hill.
So let's start talking about that as a 9-point lead now for the Griffins. And here's Patterson. Patterson kicks it out to Million. He fakes the three, goes baseline and contact. And so foul's going to be on number 20, Aiden Robinson. So Million will throw it in underneath the basket. Looking around, gets it inside to Bourgeois, and he scores. And that's the guy you wanted to see.
And I'm going to tell you what I liked about it. Bourgeois looked like he was a muscle man in there. Spread those shoulders apart, easy layup right there.
Biggest body on the court for sure. And he used it right there. Here's Matthew Thomas for the Griffins. And guarded by Schilf. Usually wanted a call right there. Didn't get it. And now Norris. He'll drive, turn around, shoots, short. Offensive rebound up. No good. Defensive rebound. Patterson for Santa Ma. He's going to drive. Now backs off. Didn't have numbers. And they'll set up. Smart move. And Million is grabbed on the side, I believe. And he'll draw another foul. Caleb Hill.
I tell you, I would hate to be guarding him.
Yep.
I would have to get like 3 people on him or something.
And there's a three from Schilf.
Still good job right there, number 2.
And it's a 4-point lead. This is as close as Santa Ma's been. since the first quarter. And Thomas will take it up, and it's no good, and rebound goes to Caven Taylor, and here comes Sanamaw. They can cut it to 1 or 2. They're going to try for 1, and it's long, but an offensive rebound by Taylor. Back up, no good. Rebound, Tyson Norris.
And I think any coach would say, you got to use that backboard unless you're going to flush it on down.
Yep. 5:37 left to go. It's a 4-point game. Dutchtown with the lead. Matthew Cox has it for the Griffins. To Hill. Thinks about driving. Goes left. Shoots. Short. Rebound Taylor for Sanamaw. And now they're doing a good job getting the one and done on the baskets. And there's a 3 from Million, and it's down to 1.
Million's looking at his fingers like he's injured. I believe it might be a burn on there.
Could be. He's on fire for sure. He usually gets them from inside. Now he's kicking them from outside. There's Caleb Hill. Nice bounce pass. Goes up. Too strong. Offensive rebound again, and it's in.
Oh, a great effort right there by Hill.
And Matthew Cox gets the points, and the pass goes out of bounds and a turnover. Kind of got a little out of control, kind of a little anxious.
Look, it happens. I'm going to just tell you, the effort is what I'm looking at. It's tremendous by both teams.
Absolutely, and it's a 3-point lead for the Griffins. They have led since the 5-3 mark. Sanamaw had a 5-3 lead, and since then, Dutchtown has led the rest of the way. There's a bounce pass down low to Norris, and he puts it up, and he gets the roll.
Well, Norris, he looked up and he said, I don't know if I'm going to get through all this, but I'm going to give it a shot, and did a great job right there.
And it's 5 as he scores through the trees. Wide open 3, long, and it's off of Dutchtown, off of Hill, as Patterson had about as wide open a 3 as you're ever going to see, but could not get it. But Dutchtown, you had 2 guys kind of make contact, and they lost it on the rebound. And now Million gets it inside. Miss as there's contact, and I believe it was all ball. And now Dutchtown's running 2-on-2, and it goes up on his own. He'll go to the line. So the foul called against Schilf. And you see right there, goes up against 2 defenders. Bailed out by the foul. And we're past the halfway mark. This has been a very fast third quarter. I'm going to update the scores as Dutchtown gets the first free throw from Norris. The soccer games are all final. On the boys' side, Dutchtown wins 2-0. Sanamaw wins 3-0. On the girls' side, Sanamaw girls lost to Central Lafourche 2-1. So both boys' teams advance. The girls' Sanamaw team does not. And it's 33-27, and from a mile away, a little long off the back iron, rebound goes all the way out to Norris. And they're going to hurry and try to get it down to Thomas, but it's stripped, and here comes a 2-on-1, and a nice move, but misses, and the putback by Shilton. It's down to 4.
I love the effort by Stilts right there. You're thinking this is going to be a layup, just like in pregame, right?
Yep.
Didn't fall right there, and he's right there to get the rebound and put it back in.
That's why you always got to follow your man coming in off the lead right there. As you see the good job, the penetration, and it goes right to number 2, and he puts it in for the easy bucket. And it's back to 4, but it's been back to 4 for a while. It's been about in that 4 to 6 range, but Sanamaw hasn't been able to get it past that, as Dutchtown trying to hang on for the upset victory. They lead 33-29 with 3:26 left to go in the third quarter. And now, after Coach Pat Hill calls the timeout, Dutchtown will have possession. They'll have to go the length of the court. Here's Norris, met by pressure. Stops his dribble. They're going to have to hurry to get it across, and they do.
Jeff, man-to-man all night long.
And there's a steal. Million gets it, passes it, and the lay-in that time, and Patterson gets it to 2.
Man-to-man, both teams all night long.
So this is as close as Santa Ma has been. And another steal. Now they could take the lead. Schilf has it. And now Million, he'll drive, and a nice pass down low, and in, and it's tied, and a foul. Caven Taylor scores. I believe that foul is going to be called on Cox. You see him right there from behind.
Yeah, and the good part about that is stayed alert to catch it because it was a hot pass, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And did an outstanding job. Very, very unselfish to dish that thing off. And nice job right there for the layup on the shot.
And Santa Ma has their first lead since about halfway through the first quarter. 34-33 Gators. And there's a three from Hill. Long rebound goes to Patterson. 2-on-2, kicks it out. Million for 3, and that's an air ball. Rebound, Schilf, but stolen.
Oh, great steal right there defensively.
That's Hill.
And Hill, nice job right there with the steal.
Hill has been all over the place. A defensive leader for Dutchtown as he shoots and misses. Patterson rebounds, and they're running. Drives, scores, 36-33 inside of 2 minutes.
There you go.
And it's lost, and it's taken by Santa Ma, but the block from behind, and Million comes in for the reach. And he knew it. He's like, oh, I don't want to do that.
But.
So you look
right,
at it
right
right
here.
Oh, no.
And the referee says, yes, yes, yes. But, you know, you don't get too worked up about things like that because the effort is unreal by both teams.
And Coach Hill's going to call another timeout. And you got to do this, Coach. They had the lead up to about 14 or 15 in the second quarter. It was 12 after the first. Then it's been Santa Ma just chipping away, and they finally got the advantage on the shot in the foul for the three-point play, and now it's another lead as another basket for the Gators. As you see the Griffins, what are you telling them right now?
Well, I want to just tell you, your effort has been outstanding. Don't quit.
Yeah.
Keep going. I mean, you've had to deliver way beyond some of our capabilities right here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hang in there and let's see if we can get this thing going again and come out with a victory here.
Matthew Thomas will throw it in. The baskets just are not going right now for the Griffins. As Hill has it. Matthew Thomas. Met by Robinson. He'll shoot. Fade away and in, and a good roll for the bucket, and it's 1 point lead for Santa Ma. 1:18 left to go. Bourgeois kicks it out to Robinson. Million is on the bench right now. Schilf will shoot the three. No good. Rebound. Cox. Dutchtown, 1 minute left. And Dutchtown can take the lead back.
Well, if you, Coach Hill, you want to see, can we get right back into this thing before the end of this third quarter?
Right. Taking the lead at the end of the quarter is so much good for the psyche and for your confidence. They got a chance. They're taking their time, maybe playing for one shot, or maybe not. Maybe they are. Hill thinks twice about penetrating into the lane. Guarded by Schilf. Now they're going to start the 5-second clock. 22. Nice pass. Norris kicks it out. Cox will think twice. Gets it inside to Norris. Nice fake and scores, and Dutchtown has the lead. Santa Ma has a chance to get a shot before the end of the quarter. 7 seconds left. This is Robinson. Schill will put the three up from a mile, in and out, and the rebound goes to Taylor, but the clock's going to stop. We're at zeros, and Santa Maria trails Dutchtown after taking the lead in the third quarter. Our score right now, Dutchtown 37, Santa Maria 36. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, SCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
So that was big SWAC at the end of the third quarter. Santa Maria taking the three-point lead, but then Dutchtown came back with 4 unanswered, and you had that little fake inside by Norris and the points, and they lead as you start the fourth quarter.
And Jeff, look at the score right here. 37-36.
Yep.
If we were in the NBA game when they don't play any defense, it would be 137 or maybe 237.
Yep.
And so it is a tribute to what both the coaches are doing, what both teams are doing.
And Million is back in the game, and he makes his presence known right away. 38-37. And Santa Maria's back on top. Now Gary Dukes back in the game. Gets it across the hill. There's Hill guarded by Robinson. Looks inside. Now kicks it to Cox. Short. Rebound. Taylor. So now Million gets it across. Nice move, and got the basket. And did they get the foul? Yes, they did, I believe. And it counts. And the foul on Gary Dukes, and Million was on the bench in the final moments of the third quarter, and he got his breather, and now he's back on fire.
That scoop shot right there was just as good as you could ask for. A little soft touch off the backboard. Jamaica says, I think I can handle this one.
Yep. And Cox and Robinson are going to check out. And Norris and Strava checking in for Dutchtown. And it's a 4-point lead. So Million has 5 to start this fourth quarter for Santa Maria. He's made the difference. Strava has it. Now kicks it out to Hill. Now Hill driving, makes contact, no whistle and a miss. And here comes Million again, but it's off his foot and stolen by Dukes. And now they'll run. And Norris kicks it out, and a 3. Matthew Thomas in and out. Rebound Taylor. Beat out Dukes for that rebound. And now Million kicks it out, and a 3. Long rebound. Dukes missed by Patterson, and the pass trying to get it to Norris, and Dukes kind of looks like he made a mistake right there.
Yeah, good effort there by Dukes. Just a little bit long one pass.
He had a good idea. Just let him a little too much. And now 6:14 left to go. Gators with a 4-point lead. This has been their biggest lead of the night. Robinson.
Well, it'll take a little time right here off the clock.
This is the old 4 corners. Dean Smith. No, the turnover. As here comes Thomas, drives. He hits the ground. He'll shoot 2. And that's going to be a foul called against Lawson Bourgeois. Coach usually not happy with the call. But, of course, you're never happy with the call when it's on you. Out of he and Coach Hill, he's definitely the more vocal Coach Hill's always sitting there kind of chill till he picks his spots. Coach usually loves to work the refs. Free throw good. And it's good again. 41-39. Santa Maria with the lead. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker with you. It's been a good one here at the Gold Dome in Santa Maria. Million stolen by Norris, and he's got to get Dukes out of his way. He finally does.
He wanted revenge right there and didn't quite get it.
Matthew Thomas drives, goes up again, and he'll go again to the line as the foul's going to be called on Robinson. And now Dutchtown can tie it. He's kind of doing what Million was doing in the first half, trying to take it inside to the lane, draw a foul, or get the points. And he scores. Million has been the offensive catalyst for Santa Maria. It looks like Thomas is going to try to do the same for Dutchtown here as it's tied. Brand new game, Coach.
And making those 2 free throws. And not into the bonus situation, 5 fouls per quarter. Where you get to shoot 2.
2 for Santa Maria, 1 for Dutchtown. So we're not near that. And there's a nice reverse and going to the line. And I believe that was Dukes that got called for the foul. Let's see on the replay. No, that's actually Matthew Thomas. Short. And Caleb LeBlanc checking in. Caven Taylor checking out. And it's a 1-point lead for Santa Maria, 42-41, 5:13 left to go in this game. The winner gets a win in their first district matchup. And all he can do is look at Coach Hill and kind of smile, say, oh, I just messed that up. Dukes with a turnover. He knew it. Now, Million drives, and I think that is going to be a block, and going back to the line. That's a close one, Coach. Caleb Hill with the foul. Let's look at the replay. Ooh. What do you think?
I couldn't. I had a little blockage in there that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
That's what somebody asked me. What do you think? I don't know. Ask the referee. He made the call. So.
Well, he's the one. He's the only one that matters. Million scores. First free throw, and it's a 2-point lead. And no good. Duke's rebound, and it's a 2-point lead.
Well, there they go. The Gators in a.
And the pass, another turnover by Dukes. And they may have to give him a seat for a moment. They do. Robinson checks in. Also, Bryce Benning checks in for the first time tonight. And Hill and Dukes take a seat. And a nice reverse by Norris, and we're tied. Now getting it down over to Bourgeois quickly, and he'll shoot 2.
I think when Bourgeois came down, he was wondering exactly where he was, but he got to go up, drew the foul right there, going to shoot 2.
And that's on Streva. So Bourgeois can give Santa Maria the lead again. But he does not on the first, but he's got another chance. And now here's DeMarcus Patterson Jr. Caleb LeBlanc will sit. Second free throw. No good. And Streva gets the rebound and a nice job of awareness getting the ball over to Norris before stepping out. We're tied. And now a drive, and he's definitely take a step right there. He definitely took the extra step, and it's still tied as we approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter. We picked a good one tonight, Coach.
Excellent job here by the student bodies, the fans from both teams, and the players from both teams,
and,
along with the coaches.
And the three from Schilf is short. Rebound Norris. Still tied. And now we're at 4 minutes. This is what you want. Tie game halfway through the fourth quarter. There's Robinson to Norris to Thomas. And he'll shoot the three, and it's short, and it's a rebound for Patterson. And they're going down to Bourgeois, and he's met by two defenders. Nice pass inside, and it counts in a foul.
Great pass by Bourgeois on there. Not taking advantage of being selfish and shooting that ball from about 3 feet away.
Had the double team.
Hit the trailer, coming through there.
And that is DeMarcus Patterson Jr. with a chance to make it a three-point game as Cox comes in. Strava checks out. Caleb Hill's coming in now. And Benning checks out. DeMarcus Patterson Jr. Long. Rebound Matthew Thomas. It's a 2-point lead for the Gators. 3:25 left to go. There's Cox. Guarded by Bourgeois. Over to Hill. And he'll set up at the point. Penetrate left. Put up the floater short. Rebound Bourgeois. They're running. Here's Million. And he'll go to the lane and miss the layup. Rebound goes to Robinson. Now Dutchtown is going to slow it down a little bit. And an attempt at a steal. Didn't call the travel, but the turnover anyway. And Million put the pressure to cause that turnover.
Well, people are thinking backcourt, but you got to have all three things cross, get in the front court, and that's both feet and the ball.
Now Patterson will drive, puts it up, blocked from behind, but they're going to call a charge. That time, Caleb Hill stood his ground and got the call. Look at him right here. Definitely had position. Not inside the halo. Caleb Hill. Dutchtown trying to tie it. 2:25 left to go. One possession game. Here's Hill. Trying to get it down low to Thomas. They do, and he scores.
Boy, great pass right there. 22. Great job right there. Caleb Hill.
And you got the timeout called, and it was a 14-point victory pretty easily for Santa Maria the first time they met in the non-district matchup. And right now we're tied. Coach Hill's got to like the effort out of his team coming back.
No doubt about it. I tell you, the fans got to be really excited about what's going on in this game because you cannot complain about the lack of effort by both teams.
No, it's been a good defensive struggle. There have been turnovers, but it's been initiated by good defense. You've had some good scoring from, on the Dutchtown side, Matthew Thomas and Caleb Hill. You saw just now get some points. Of course, on the Santa Maria side, it's Million who's penetrating, and he's hit some threes from the parking lot. And right now it's 45-45. Brand new ball game, 2:12 left to go. So it's going to be Santa Maria possession. And it looks like it's going to go half court on the defense. So no full court pressure. You don't see that often from Dutchtown. Million And a nice bounce pass on a give and go, and he'll go to the line. That's Bryce Schilf, senior guard for the Gators. Foul called against Matthew Cox. Caleb Hill, he had about as short a breather as you can get. He's going to check back in, probably for Cox. And it's good. And actually, it's going to be for Gary Dukes. So Cox will stay in. 46-45 Gators. 47-45 Gators.
Full court press.
Well, they decided to drop back a little bit. Schilf decides to meet him at half court. Looked like he was going to go after him for a second. Now Hill will drive. Kicks it out. Thomas. Back to Hill. They've been your scoring options tonight. Now to get it over for the shot from Robinson, and he scores. And it's tied again. 94 seconds left to go in this game.
Well,
so
Coach Hill calls a timeout.
You got the points right there from the unexpected source, Aiden Robinson. He was a starter, but he hadn't had a lot of offensive firepower here tonight.
But when you need it, he's there, and that's what counts right now.
Yep. So you would expect Santa Ma's offense to go through number 4 here as they get possession and try to take the lead, I would suspect. Right, Coach?
Well, there's no doubt about that, but what number 4 can do is penetrate, dish off, and instead of having that long 3, you might have a little dink layup right there. So you can see right there Coach Husey drawing up some plays, or a play.
Dutchtown breaks their huddle very quickly. They're ready. They're already out on defense, ready to play their half-court D. And now Coach Husey, he's in there. You just didn't see him for a second. He's got some really tall players. And now it looks like Norris might meet him at half court. No, they drop back. Million with possession, guarded by Dukes. He drives, no big surprise. He scores, no big surprise, and the points. And it's a 2-point lead.
Watch when he switches this ball over from the left hand to the right hand. And you would think that Dutchtown would have an advantage, with that right-handed layup right there.
They tried to draw the charge, didn't get the call. Dukes is out. That's Hill checking back in. It's a 3-point lead for Santa Ma. Trying to get the sweep over Dutchtown in a first district victory. Dutchtown needs to answer. Matthew Thomas now has it. He's met up by Bourgeois. And a little hand check. 3 fouls on the Gators, so they'll get the inbounds right here. Now both teams will be in the bonus from here on out with 1:02 left. Here's Hill, 1 minute left to go. 3-point lead, Santa Ma. Hill to Thomas. Attempt at a steal. Hill drives, puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound, Cox misses. And the rebound offense, 44 seconds. Hill with the rebound. And they'll slow it down. A 3 would tie it. Norris.
He's going to be shooting in the bonus. The next foul on either team.
Now Robinson. And it's a strip, but it's kicked out. And now a 3 shot from Thomas. No good, air ball. Rebound to Bourgeois. And he'll go to the line.
Bourgeois says that might be the best rebound I've had in a while.
I believe there may have been the defender with a little bit of a little bit of a block there, maybe on that three-pointer. Can we see that again, possibly? That attempt at the three, the replay we just had? It's hard to tell right there, but there may have been some ball from the defender. As Cox commits a foul on the first free throw, and it's missed by Bourgeois. That would make it a two-possession game if he can make one free throw. And now Uzi's going to call the timeout. He's already got his 20-plus wins on the season, which makes that streak continue. 8 straight 20-win seasons. This would make win number 22 if he can get it here tonight. They're 21-6 on the season, trying to go 1-0 in district. Dutchtown trying to get their 14th win and trying to go 1-0 in district. Good shot of the Santa Maria bench right there, as Coach Easy telling them, you got a 3-point lead. If you can make this free throw right here, it's a two-possession game. Then you got to play defense. And if you can pull that off in 17.9 seconds, you're going to win it.
Well, and you also have the problem of making a three-pointer and getting fouled.
Yep.
Which would make it a 1-point game.
You don't.
Or a victory. No, a one. Yep.
Well, if they're up by 4, a three-pointer with a foul would potentially tie it. They're probably telling them, don't commit any silly fouls. Looks like they're going to drop back on defense after the free throw. Or maybe not. Now here comes Caven Taylor. Only one man setting up for a rebound. And it looks like they're going to go man with Thomas. Schilf looks like he's going to be his shadow for the rest of the night here, Coach. I don't know if you can see it right there. 5 and 2. It's funny because he's guarding him. He's going to be a shadow the rest of the time, and it's still a one-possession game. It's 14 seconds. Hill, and he hits the ground, and a timeout called. As Hill made the mistake, and Coach Hill bails him out with the timeout. There was some contact, and he hit the ground. No foul.
Well, Jeff, this is what I would say to that. That's contact on every play.
Yeah.
And both teams, they're working their tails off out here. Coaches are coaching their tails off, and I think it's just a matter of who's going to make a shot and make a free throw right here at the end to win this thing.
Looks like Dutchtown's going to bring Benning back in. I think he's one of their sharpshooters, a senior. And now with a 3-point lead, though, you don't want to have Dutchtown hit the three and tie it. You commit an early foul and keep them from going to the line, Coach, or keep them from hitting the three. Got a lot of strategy Coach Ushi could choose from right here. You definitely don't want the wide open three. If they go to the line and commit a foul on the floor, it's a 2. They can only score 2.
Mm-hmm. So
we'll see.
You might have a little backdoor pass right here.
Norris.
10.2.
Yep. And Hill's going to hold on. And there's Benning down low, kicks it out, and there's the three to tie it. No, and it's going to be a Santa Maria victory. And the putback was late and no good anyway, and heartbreak for the Griffins as they led through 3 quarters, and Santa Maria pulls it out in the win on the final quarter. Final score 50-47.
What an effort by both teams. I'm going to just tell you, as a coach, you got to be proud of your team. You know what? They played hard all the way to the end and had a chance to win or tie at the end, and that's for both teams. So, you move on. It's pretty obvious that Dutchtown is getting a little bit better.
Yep.
And let's see what happens with the rest of the district schedule.
And so we'll look at the district schedule for Dutchtown as they have still 4 games left to play to come through. But let's look at our schedule instead. As you see, next week on Thursday, we're going to have girls basketball at Dutchtown at East Ascension. And you want to join us that night because we're going to have a halftime interview with Prairieville High School Athletic Director Michael Schmidt, and he'll give you some insight on what's going on at Prairieville. A lot of people are curious about that. Then the following Tuesday, that's Mardi Gras night, East Ascension at Santa Maria boys basketball. So we'll be back here at the Gold Dome for that one. And, of course, we want to mention with the 2 victories tonight, Santa Maria boys, Dutchtown boys win in soccer, and the East Ascension girls and Dutchtown girls have won in soccer. So at some point next week, we could likely have a postseason soccer game of the week. We'll keep you updated on that. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to wrap things up. You got any final comments for tonight, Coach?
Well, here we are in district schedule. And I'm going to just tell you, but you look at that score, 47-50. And when you look at scores in the paper, not many of them are 47-50. They're usually a lot of points scored. So great job tonight by both teams.
And, of course, the ultimate goal, Santa Maria and Dutchtown trying to get to. The girls' March Madness is going to be in Hammond at the UC. And then, of course, you're going to have the boys as well. That's going to be in Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles. That's the ultimate goal down the road, and we'll see if either of these teams can get there or any teams here in Ascension Parish. Always hoping for the best. So we'll see what happens. But our final score tonight, Santa Maria come from behind victory over Dutchtown, 50-47. Thanks for watching. For Lyle Boudreau at home in the producer spot and Andre Japoy from the director spot, as well as our camera operators. Got Jake Voisin, Priya Singleton, and Courtney Lawrence. And, of course, the SWAC man, the legend himself. I'm Jeff Porsche. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the REV Game of the Week.